Hi, my name is Skyler and I'm 11 years old. I've been going to Albany Point for as long as I can remember. In fact, my mother says since I was a baby strapped onto her. That's how comfortable my mother and I feel there. I remember that by the time I was toddling around, I was playing at the beach, exploring the neck, and riding my radio flyover training wheels, all the while happily and freely accompanied by my loyal pups. The reason I'm here tonight, instead of snoring in my bed, is because I've heard that to my horror, you're considering making dogs be on leash or having dogs be within 6 feet of voice command, which is as boring as being on leash, or even, but geez, this is ridiculous. We're arguing over the rights of dogs on a landfill. A landfill. I learned in school to equally share, and I think it is the universal solution. And all this time, we've been sharing. Now, you're thinking of disallowing dogs from being off leash in the majority of this dog lover's favorite? I don't understand the reason why you are even considering this ridiculous idea. After sitting down all day at school, I always look forward to releasing all my pent-up energy by running around at the playground with friends, not being restrained to walking. Like us humans, dogs like to have fun with their friends too. Please keep this free and off-leash for everyone's playground. Thank you.
And thank you, Diane Sequoia, for yielding your spot in line there. You're next, followed by Tony Sistek, followed by Karen Tatel or Tatel Drugs.
Hi, my name is Diane Sequoia, and the previous speakers have said a lot of good things. I'm going to kind of change tracks and speak about something nobody else has really talked about. I want to talk about the allocation of limited resources. Most of the East Bay Regional Parks and California State Parks do not allow dogs on trails, or they don't allow off-leash dog use. Few allow dogs except on the roads and in the campgrounds. Yet dog owners also pay taxes and special assessment fees for all these parks. So I want to ask the commissions, how do we allocate limited resources? What is fair? Is it by the percentage of the population using the site? Is it by the most needy population? Is it by the most vulnerable population? Is it by the best funded subset of the population? Is it by the loudest subset of the population? What's your answer? How do you allocate limited resources? Obviously, you do have to have everybody available to speak. You have to take input. You need to reach out to everybody. You do want to be fair. It's very important. Personally, I get very nervous when I'm walking and I feel I might be knocked down by a bicyclist, by a rollerblader, by a skateboarder, by somebody using a kite to pull a sled. I have never heard of any commission, organization, or park that cares about this. I'm not the only one who has said this. I and people I know, people who have walking problems, older people, don't go to many parks. We are just disenfranchised. We are fed up, but nobody cares. So I do urge you, please, we all know there are limited resources, but I really, really, really ask you to stop and consider, how do you fairly allocate those limited resources? Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Tony Sustak. I live in the city of Richmond. I'm a member with the Citizens for East Shore Park Board. I want to say that I've been down the bowl many times, and many more times to Point Isabel. I have a granddaughter in a wheelchair, so there are some people who see me down there in years past, because now she's gotten too big and too sophisticated to go down there. She loves dogs, and she loves to fly kites. Well, I was too sophisticated to do that anymore. What I would like to bring to people's minds is that there is a plan for this area that belongs to the state park. And this is a state park. It is a commonwealth of the state of California in trust for all of the people of California. And there is a vision for that beach eventually, hopefully. It's a grand day of funds manifest themselves to see that that actually becomes a beach that people can use again. Now, of the problems that people have talked about, the biggest problem, of course, is the homeless out there.
No, they're not.
We do not have any resources, as people have said here again and again and again, to deal with any of those, to deal with those issues on a local level. No city can deal with homelessness. No state even can really. Those are policies that are falling down from the federal level. Now, with regard to the lagoons, we'd certainly ask that those people, I have seen myself dogs go into lagoons and chase resting birds. We need to protect those few spots. I don't have an axe to grind personally about using the dogs, where the dogs run loose or whatnot. I'm not afraid of dogs either. And I know that people who take the dogs down there do a lot of picking up trash. A lot of that trash that's down there is because the wind blows in from the west, blows that stuff up on our shoreline. It comes from all over the Bay Area. It comes down the rivers. It ends up in there. So the people cleaning it up is a valuable resource. And then, of course, we sponsor the pickups as well to take out tons and tons of stuff. So as a sort of the final point is that this is an area that has become remarkable in its use. And it has a longer-term goal of being more of that kind of a place. Thank you.